You don't see me running around here in like a big kind of yellowish orangish suit. I guess it's yellow, and then with a big silly hat, and I'm got a big hose and I'm blasting. I'm not a fireman. I don't like playing with fire. Nor am I a fire starter like that. The child who does the with the burn and the stuff. I gotta love starting off a series like this. But are we starting a series? That is the question, is it not? To be watched or not be watched? That is the question. So saith some dude who died a couple 100 years ago. Anyway, point is, hey, hi, ho, and howdy, everyone. My name is Shannon Shook, and welcome yet again to not another episode, but another show, which contains another, so I guess it still is another episode, of something different. What is it? You don't know? You didn't look at the title and the thumbnail, did you? Because I've got to be honest, that probably would give you a pretty good idea of whether or not you knew what it was. It's the Gundam with the ladies. Anyway, yeah, this is a thing. Okay, so really quickly, before we do actually get into this, I have a couple things I want to run by you, because some of you will be mightily confused. And some of you are going to be even more mightily confused depending on when I decide to release this video. And that is because there is, as the time of I am recording this, a poll running on the channel for what our next reaction series will be. A poll which I started a little while back and then immediately chose two shows off of that said poll to react to and just do already, because one of them was obviously going to win, obviously being BOCCHI the Rock, and one was obviously not going to, but I didn't care because I wanted to watch it anyway. Aquatope. So the ladies in the aquarium. And somewhere right around the middle of that poll was the big robot with the ladies. I know it has an actual title, but it's long, and I'm lazy. Yeah, fuck it. What is it? Mobile Suit Gundam. The Witch from Mercury. I nailed that shit, and I didn't even look at it. I'm such a smart boy. Anyway, yeah, so somewhere around kind of in the middle is, The Witch from Mercury. So there's kind of an interesting thing about it. The poll is still running, and it will continue to be running. It may be running at the time when this comes out. If it is, sorry to all the other shows. I guess I enjoyed this enough to where I was like, fuck it, who needs a poll? We'll watch Kagi or whatever actually wins later. But if I didn't do that, because I'm a reasonable person who didn't just completely usurp all the wins of his audience, then move about your day, nothing bad happened. But yeah, so this is kind of a middle ground on the poll, but it's a show that I do genuinely really kind of want to check out for a number of different reasons. None of them being that I actually like mecha anime, because I don't actually at all. I could not give less of a fuck. Unless it was Frank's, in which case it's one of my favorite shows of all time. So there is the potential for that to happen here as well. I'm a character guy through and through, so long as the character shit is good, which, from what I have always heard and seen about this, it very much so is. Yeah, then I should probably have a good time with it. Yeah, so basically, obviously, you know what I'm watching. It's the Prologue episode. Basically, what happened was, this is easily the one show in the poll that I am most kind of worried about whether or not it's going to work for me. And for people who don't understand, obviously, it's not just the fact that it's a mecha anime. Obviously, that's going to be one thing that, I might not enjoy so much, but that's fine. I don't, the reason I watch Ruby isn't for the fights. But it's not going to stop me from watching it, Again, I don't give a shit about giant robots. But I really like Frank's, so I tolerate the giant robots. And so I'm totally expecting that sort of a thing with this. But more an issue of, if you've been around in the channel at all, you know that I have apologies, this intro is going to be a little long, because I have some stuff to say. But you know that I have a profoundly weak stomach. There are certain things that your boy just can't handle. this was most brought into the forefront and pure evidenced in such a visceral way during trying to watch Made in Abyss. Oh boy, I wasn't ready for that. Goddamn, huh? I enjoyed the show. That was too much, and so we just decided we weren't going to finish that. Again, I had a really kind of difficult time getting through a lot of the first season of ReZero. I specifically have not watched the second season of ReZero because, as I am aware, it doesn't get much easier. And so, like, that is always a constant worry in regards to shows. It's also why I'm not really continuing on with Magia Record, despite being a huge Madoka Magica fan. Your boy is just a fragile, fragile boy. Also, I've had a lot of kind of emotional shit this past couple years. There's a reason like 30 videos came out last year. Your boy went through some bummer times. So he's been for quite a while now devoting a lot of his time to talking in the third person apparently. But watching a lot of more happy, fun, positive vibes and stuff like that. Again, just the shows we're literally replacing on the poll is like K-On! And Non-Biori and stuff, so lots of good happy vibes. And also I'm watching Ruby, which destroys me. So, you need that perfect balance. Yeah, so there was obviously a little bit of worry in regards to this, very specifically because while it's been very hard to ignore a lot of the love and attention the show has been getting. The one downside to that is that when the finale happened, as I assume it's the finale, in a certain scene happened, it was pretty hard to avoid. Now, I don't know the context beyond red, so I don't really know what happened, but I've seen a lot of art. I don't know who all... Well, I mostly don't know who all is involved. I don't know why it happened. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if someone just had a bad day or will never have another day again. I don't know what the situation is. But it definitely gave me a small bit of hesitation towards checking the show out. So... I was kind of iffy on putting it on the channel. Now, I've talked to a number of people in like the Discord and stuff like that to try and like figure out whether or not it's okay. And for the most part, people are like, I think it's okay for you. And one of the big recommendations I got, because number one, I would have watched this anyway, even if I didn't. You're not gonna stop me from watching more presumably canonical shit in the show. I'm here for the story and the people, so let me see it. But a lot of people did let me know that there is obviously a prologue episode, a little bit of before the ladies and the stuff. There's probably ladies in it, but you know what I mean. But yeah, so there's definitely a little bit of stuff to go in on beforehand, especially to get kind of a good idea as to maybe where the tone and content of the show at least can go, if not spends most of its time there or anything like that, but at least kind of give a good idea of maybe where stuff like that finale, words are hard apparently, may go. So I decided, regardless of whether or not it's going to win or not, I'm going to record the prologue to get a look at it. So even if I decide like I can't do this, then bam, I did the prologue. You guys can watch that at least, or something like that. So yeah, I wanted to go ahead and try that, because I do genuinely want to check this show out. Again, I don't care about the big robots. I couldn't give a shit less. I don't know what they're doing. Are they shooting aliens? Are they shooting other big robots? I don't know what's happening. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Do I want to know what's up with the adorable redhead bean and the girl who just is literally just Weiss, but in space? Yes. Of course I do. Yes, obviously. Yeah. So yeah, the only other thing I really understand about the show is that there is some manner of lady love in here, and I am a big fan of that concept. If you've looked at other things in the channel, like Bloom and You and the like, fucking literally one of the things we started the channel off with was fucking Citrus. One of those is significantly better than the other, but it's still an enjoyable time. But yeah, so I'm a fan of that concept, Add on top of it that, again, I am a Ruby fan, and everything that I have ever seen about, I think the names are Suletta and Miorine, don't quote me on that, is that they seem to be in so many goddamn ways literally kind of just Ruby and Weiss, like just White Rose, if White Rose was actually a thing in Ruby instead of not, like it is int, you know what I mean? It very much radiates like that, and I'm okay with that, you know? That sounds interesting. I'd be down to check that out. So I will. Also, yeah, I've been inundated with so much art of the show, and I wish to know more about them. I've seen teeny, like, 1 or 2 clips out of it, from God knows where in the show. Nothing more than, like, I'd already seen with, like, BOCCHI and her little spasm from the show and shit, so nothing too crazy, aside from that bit towards the very end. So that's the big thing this is the only real thing I'm majorly worried about. Again, the big thing with this is, it is dangerous for me to do this now, because number one, it'll decide whether or not I want to check the show out, or whether I want to wait on it, or whatever the hell, or whether I just don't want to watch it at all. But, or at least should help with that a little. But also, I kind of do want to put it out early. The only problem is, though, I know that if I do that, that is absolutely going to tank the poll, because if I put out a reaction to a show that's on the poll and be like, hey, you should vote in the poll whether or not we should watch the show that I just said that I would like to watch, that you're here to watch. You know, like that kind of... It's perhaps a tad foolish, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I've already usurped the will of my audience a bit, so who knows. If nothing else, I've enjoyed getting to see what people are still invested in and thinking about with the poll, so there's that. Anyway, regardless, we're going to go ahead and check this out. If you happen to be new here, we do, obviously, timer-based stuff. We've moved into a slightly different format these days, and it's a much better format because it literally saved... Well, okay, the episode's probably still a little rough. An episode of Aquatope the other day after my technical difficulties from hell and back. But, you know, it just, in general, it's easier and also better. So just down the corner, there'll be subtitles and the timer. That's what that's called. Which reminds me about the other thing about this. So I was on Crunchyroll, and we're checking this out, and we're doing the thing. I noticed the show has both a sub and a dub. I am a huge fan of both concepts. I am a dub actor myself. Don't look into it. Just know it's true, and that's all you need to know. I'm a voice actor. I'm a huge fan. I love dubs and stuff like that. So for me, it was really going to be a matter of, I guess I'll have to figure out which version I'm going to watch as we go along or something. And a lot of the times when I do that, I'll watch one episode and one episode and the other, and then run along from there. So I opened up the Prologue episode here on Crunchyroll and noticed it doesn't have subs. It's just not, they just don't have them. They're just not here. They're just not here right now. It does have the Japanese audio, but I can't really watch the Japanese audio if there's no subtitles. So I guess we will be checking out the Prologue in dub. Now, of course, this is going to be a little bit of an issue because that means there won't be subs in the video, so I do apologize for that. But also that means my first experience will be with it. That's not true because, again, I've seen a clip or two. So that's going to be what's going to happen for this, I think. I guess, is what's happening. So there's that. As far as I know, the rest of the show has subtitles. If it doesn't, well, I guess... fuck me, I guess we're just watching the dub then. But as far as I know, the rest of it does. I just don't know why this specifically doesn't. So I guess this will be our dub test, and then we will test the sub next time for episode 1. Okay? Does that work with you guys? You good with it? And then episode 2 we'll decide what we want to go with. Okay, we're gonna rock it. We're gonna roll it. Are we gonna rock it? I bet it has rockets, but the big robot got rockets. Anyway. I don't know anything about Gundam, by the way. Just like to point that out there, literally nothing. I know what the one looks like. You know the one? I know what it looks like. That's it. That's all I have. I don't care. Just show me the cool ladies. Anyway, so we're gonna go and check this out. Thank you again for waiting through this incredibly long goddamn intro, but I had some things I needed to talk about, and I think it's all kind of important. So, this decides whether or not I even want to consider watching it. It's dub, because I can't do sub. I don't give a shit about robots. Basically, that's what we're going for with this. So, I hope you, and hopefully there's no technical difficulties, and my internet is good to me. So, we're gonna go and check this out. It is again the prologue episode, specifically the prologue of. I still have ink on my hands from the other day. The prologue episode of Mobile Suit Gundam: The Witch from Mercury. What does any of that mean? I'll never know. That's not true. I'll probably learn as we go. But what I do know is that I would like to like this show. So hopefully I will. We're going to go ahead and check it out. And we'll see if I put this out early and destroy the poll like a real menace does. Or if I do it reasonably. Only time will tell. In 3, 2, 1, go. There's a ball. I'm sold on the show already. Also, I have this in slightly lower quality, so I don't risk the stuff. Light, you're making it difficult to see. Is it? It's not Elizabeth, is it? If so, that is a dangerous start to this show for sub-watchers. Apologies. I think that might be her. I have no idea what any of this means. That's absolutely her. I mean, that wouldn't be great. I don't like that. I don't like crippled stuff. I don't like crippled. That sounds awful. Look at this little potato. It's a floating potato. Aww. Damn, you tell her. She also sounds really familiar, too. There's no way it's who I think it is, but it does kind of sound like her. Oh my god, so big. You, the whole heckin' 4-year-old. That's crazy, that's wild. Okay, I just check to make sure things are still looking okay buffer-wise. Can I buy one? Oh. Goddamn child soldier bullshit. Can we stop this for 5 seconds? Ain't that always the goddamn way? Damn. Yeah, I imagine that's not good for your head. That usually tends to how this goes with the big robots. This is why I'm not saying anything. I didn't say anything. Ignore me. Papa? Oh, I gotta look at everyone's voice after this. This motherfucker looks sinister. I don't trust this man. Or this man. Or this man. Bunch of white dudes in chairs. You can't trust any of them. This motherfucker out here looking like Lysander's brother. You untrustworthy looking motherfuckers. All of you. Oh, damn. Techno arm. Damn. Well, it's just casual, you know. It's not rude. I'll always die on that hill. So they get you. This is why I don't ever answer the goddamn phone. He looks like Lysander's brother. You can't trust him. I like your hair, ma'am. Oh god, the baby. Grandmama? She's pink. I'm lost too, baby. Hi, Elfrith. She is fucking adorable. I would not leave the baby with the giant robot. She's gonna magically make the giant robot turn on. Did she just say starberries? That's adorable. I don't know if that's an actual thing or if she's just a baby and doesn't know how to say strawberries, but it's perfection either way. Sinister. Hmm. Well, shit. I don't think I like this man. There's just gonna be so many names I'm gonna need help with. Ah, shit. Yeah, I'd run your... Yeah, that was what I was saying. You should probably run. Damn, fuck. That's why I recognize his fucking voice. We just had this conversation. It's Chris, isn't it? Okay. I thought I specifically... Yeah, no, I looked him up and remembered he was in this. Shit, okay. Yeah, when I was looking up Herb, that's what it was. try not to die, Dad, please. I don't really know you too well, but you seem like a cool cat. And also, I'd like the baby to not have dead parents, which I'm not feeling super optimistic about. Gotta be honest with you. No, I don't like that. God damn. Get fucked, nerd. I feel like this can't be legal. Seems... Well, I don't know the politics of all this. But, sir, I don't know if that is a very compelling argument. God damn. I liked her hair. I don't think I like this dude very much. I gotta be honest with you. I feel like the show is really trying to get me to sympathize with him, you know? That's the vibe. The vibe I was getting, you know? Maybe don't blow away Grandma. I like your hair, random wheelchair person. Like, I get that part at least. But it's a really weird... It's a weird response to that. I gotta be honest with you. Yeah, someone please protect the baby. And Mama as well, please. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's because the other guys kind of seem like dicks. Remember when I said we maybe don't throw the baby in there? That was why I was saying that, I think. That's some shit you gotta get. You realize you got blown the fuck up by a baby. Just eviscerated by a literal toddler. Yeah, that's gotta be kind of upsetting. I was gonna say that, Dad. It's the fucking prologue, man. Shit. Fuck what parents, man. That's fucked up. That's really well done, but it's really fucked up. I swear from this day forth, I don't think I like you very much. I think you a bit of a hoe, sir. You had a point. You went a very weird way with it. I would have been like, hey guys, what if you just didn't do this? Instead of being like, hey guys, blam! Like, personally, call me naive, maybe, but just to kind of be honest, guy seems like kind of a dick. Can he be the one? Can all the red at the end be him? That would be cool. I'd be a fan of that. Damn. That's a hell of a start. Shit, now I do really want to watch it. Oh, it's really good. Also, I totally need to look up the dub kit. Because, yeah, no, I'm 90% sure that's Christopher Guerrero, right? Who, again, I just looked up because he was the herbalist in Volume 9 of Ruby. What are you? Fucking, yeah, he's the herbalist and, you know, Maxwell and shit like that. But I'm pretty sure that's who that is. Is why it was sounding so familiar. Again, just because I just looked that up. And I remember him being in there, so I'm pretty sure he was the dad. I am 99.9% sure that's, funnily enough, Elizabeth Maxwell. Which is also funny because it's winter. Which is funny because the other girl is very white. I don't know, it's interesting. Also, yeah, I'm really invested now. This was a mistake. Why did I do this? This was a choice that I've made, and it was a wrong one. Because it's interesting. Again, I'm not super big on the robots, but it was really well done. Really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode recording real quick just so that I don't risk losing anything. Because, again, your boy has had some technical difficulties as of late. Yeah, I really kind of actually really dug that. I mean, I wasn't a fan of the... but I will say, again, this is the big thing that comes down for things for me when it comes to blood and gore and shit like that. And again, the reason why I had to stop with Made in Abyss, the reason why ReZero was like, there is a massive difference between, bam, someone gets shot, gets killed, some blood. And that, and what happened in Made in Abyss, if you've not seen that show or that episode specifically, you'd be forgiven for thinking, oh, a little bit of blood. No, it was horrific. And again, it's something like ReZero. Another good example, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, which I did watch this past year. Not in reaction form, because there's no fucking way that would have happened. Also, people would have heard me talk a little bit of shit about it. It was okay, but I had some issues with it. Gorgeous. Great music. Lucy's perfect. Lucy's story is not perfect, but Lucy's perfect. But my ears. Anyway, yeah, fuck, what was I saying? Yeah, there's a huge difference between something like just people being blown to pieces, things kind of being shown in a, how I would describe as kind of a disrespectful manner. Which sounds really lame when I say it like that, but it's when people are portrayed more as meat than people, I guess is the way to describe that. There's a very distinct thing of it, like, even, I don't know, it's really hard to explain. There's a massive difference between, hey, like, people die. Again, I'm a Ruby fan. Some motherfuckers die. Sometimes you just die, and sometimes you die in a pretty unpleasant way. And, like, again, obviously, I've been kind of devoting a lot of my time recently to more positive, upbeat shit, like, again, watching through K-On!, Nana Biori, again, jumping into BOCCHI the Rock, shit like that. Even Aquatope, like, it's not quite that same, like, it's cute girls doing cute stuff thing. It's two ladies hang out with their friends, try to save an aquarium. You know, it's nothing. It's simple. It can still be emotional and stuff like that. But yeah. That being all said, I love really emotional stories. Some of my favorite experiences I've had here on this channel, Anohana, is fucking devastating. Your Lie in April is devastating. Steins Gate is devastating, and also really fun a lot of the time. So is Your Lie in April, funny enough. Again, I totally didn't expect that to be as funny as it was. Until it was like, hey, cry, bitch. Anyway, so was that. Other example, Sukasuka, another great example. Just we've done a lot of sad on the channel, and I stand by all of it. Ruby fucking devastates me constantly. You know, just I am no stranger to, you know, sad or emotional shit. I've just kind of been away from a lot of it for a while. Again, for kind of good reason. It's been an emotional time for me. But yeah, no, I'm a huge fan of that. And I think it was really well done in here. Like, there's some upsetting shit. Homegirl getting blown away. The other girl there's a lot of people getting blown away, actually. But it was done in a respectful way. Like, it wasn't overly gratuitous. Yeah, there's some death, but, like, her whole head didn't burst into pieces. You know, it wasn't something like that. There's a huge difference between, there is a scene in Cyberpunk Edge Runners where someone gets shot in the head. There's two of them where their head just spaghetti. Like, it's just fucking disgusting, and it's really unnecessary, and I don't care for it. I don't need that in my life. Thankfully, I had two people watching along with me, so I could just kind of like, I know, stomach, you're upset. I know it's because you're hungry and not actually because you're feeling icky. But I'm gonna vomit. No, you're not. You're gonna want to eat a sandwich. Anyway, my stomach's been growling all fucking day. It's really annoying. I'm not even that hungry, but you won't shut the fuck up. Anyway, my point is, there's a huge difference between those two different things. And that was really what I was worried about. And again, especially because the only really scene I have on that sort of front to give me kind of an idea is a lot of red. And again, if you've seen the show, you know the context that I don't. Don't tell me the context, but you know the context that I don't. You definitely know what I'm talking about. It's why everyone keeps drawing her holding tomatoes for whatever reason. I'm going to go on a limb and say it's not actually tomatoes. But personally, thank you for everyone who made all those different pieces of art, because it's kind of cute, even if it's probably in a very upsetting context. It's going to be wild if it was tomatoes in the end. Anyway, point is, or if it's that guy, I can cheer. Anyway, point is, that was the big thing I was worried about. And I think the way it's done is, as long as it maintains this sort of, I guess, manner of attack, the way of going about things, I think I'm okay with it. Because also, which is really well done. Like, there's some beautiful shit in there. It got me a little bit. Fuck, damn, shit, papa. Parent shit can get me, especially mother shit in particular. But that shit too. It was really well done and sweet, and it kind of fucked up. Again, a lot of the fighting is going to be pretty lost. I mean, like, I'm going to be concerned and upset the entire time, but I'm not going to be like, oh, fuck yeah, giant robots fucking each other up, man. Yeah, I don't know why that was the accent I went with. It's just not really my thing. But I do think it is really well done. Again, to bring everything always back to Ruby all the time. It's my favorite show. You're going to have to deal with that if you come here. Again, the fighting is not my main go-to, but I'm constantly always reminded how goddamn perfect it is, And I will never knock. That's just not why I watch. But yeah, so I kind of digging it so far, actually. I think it's interesting. It's compelling. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this dude's fucking again, Lysander's shittier twin brother, which is a hell of a statement. You gotta, he doesn't even have the cool hair, my point, I'm not sure I 100% follow his method, his reasoning, his justification here, because for a quarter of a second he has me, and then he loses me, and then he has me, and then he loses me even more in a different direction, and I'm a pacifist. I'm not a war guy. I'm not a big fan of the big gun or the Gundam or the goddamn. I'm not that kind of a guy, So in general, I'm more in favor of hey, let's get less of this. So on that level, I get it, but that doesn't really seem to be the level he's going for. Is it against the people's will that they're being put in the suits and doing the child soldier thing that's fucked up? Because if so, you have a little bit more point. The way you've described your point is fucking weird. I would have gone hey, maybe it's ethically uncool to do this. Not, hey, if you're gonna die, you need to get killed by the other guy with the gun shooting you. I gotta be honest, sir. I'm not sure I follow. We let him cook too much. Anyway, it's just, he's, interesting individual. Can't say I'm a massive fan. But anyway, there's that. Other characters-wise, again, I don't expect they'll be around very much. But obviously, I like the dad. He seemed cool. Again, assuming I'm not fucking that up, and that is Christopher Guerrero. Always fun. He's fun to listen to. Again. Also, it's funny that, again, I am literally referencing the fact that I know him from Hellsing Ultimate Abridged, which is definitely interesting considering all the shit I was talking about with gore earlier. It's different when it's in a comedy, okay? It's different because it's also they're Nazis. It's much easier to be okay with. It's a lot easier to watch Nazi vampires get blown into pieces than Steve or like a child. That's really where the problems lie for me. Yeah. Anyway, anyways, entertaining. Again, I do want to look it up. Can I look it up? Do I have this on still? Get this off my screen. I just want to double check. That is Elizabeth Maxwell, right? Which from Mercury BTVA. It definitely sounds like her. So I would be genuinely astonished. Absolutely is. Queen. We love ourselves some Elizabeth in this house. I will try not to look too deeply into everyone else, though I have heard the voices for our two special ladies. I don't really remember it, but I just really enjoyed that a lot. And I enjoyed the dub too, because I wasn't sure whether or not, because I'd mostly heard clips from the sub, and I knew I liked that, but I wasn't expecting to like the dub as much as I ended up doing. I actually don't know how the release on the dub is yet. I can't remember if it's still currently releasing or what. It is. They're up to episode 6 on the dub, it looks like. So, if we do that, it will be, again, I don't know if I'm even putting it out yet because it's going to totally fuck up the poll because everyone who's here is going to be like, of course I want you to watch the show. I'm literally here to watch you watch. Anyway, all the Kaguya fans, are you fucking kidding me? We just did both. Anyway, stop picking too many shows to watch at once. Anyway, but yeah, no, I enjoyed both the parents. I'm definitely curious. I imagine, though, Mama will be taking a bit of a backseat from here. But I do hope she sticks around because, I do love Elizabeth Maxwell. Again, it's all depending on if I stick with the dub or not. But, yeah, so I love her. The baby, I'm enjoying the baby. The baby's very, very cute. The baby apparently is magic, and the robot's like, I like it, this baby. This baby can do a big laser if she want, because I like the baby. And Mom's like, oh God, no. My baby do a big robot. That sounds weird when I say it like that, but there was no good way of me of saying that off the top of my head. Point is, I like it. Again, it's hard to work with too much for a character like that because they're a teeny tiny one, and as far as I know, that is the other girl who we will mainly be following, but she'll be older, so she's a baby in this. I don't really know how she's like when she's older, other than, as far as I can tell, she's kind of adorable. Which, to be fair, was a thing with the baby. But yeah, no, I honestly kind of really liked it. I'm confused. I have no idea what the fuck anything is happening. I've not registered a single goddamn name in here. I heard Volkswagen or whatever the fuck. That's the sword. That's the sword and Fire Emblem. I'm pretty sure it's the one I got from connecting heroes to Engage. Gave it to Saline. She's been using that. Then I think I gave it to Marin. I don't know if I gave it to Marin. No, I'm pretty sure I just gave Marin Killing Edge. Should go play more of that. That third wave of DLC came out. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and I think end that there. I don't really have too much more to say other than reminder as always, especially for you new people. I have a Discord. You can always jump in and talk to me about stuff and let me know what you guys are thinking and what stuff. I don't fucking know. As well as Patreon for anyone who would like to see things a little bit early. So much as just $1 in, and you can get as much access to anyone who puts in like whatever. I don't know, man. Just you don't have to. Point is, that's all there. We're actually doing really fucking well on like keeping a good backlog of shit ahead for people. So, which is nice because that's been a thing I've been historically terrible at. But yeah, so that's gonna be a thing for anyone who would like that. Well, I'll say this: if you look in the comments and there's a poll in there, I guess you can go vote on it if you'd like to watch the show that you're watching currently. Because it's definitely not going to win otherwise. And who knows? The BOCCHI crowd could still easily knock Kagi into the fucking stratosphere. And, you know, I don't know. But it would just... I don't know how I want to handle it. But I will say, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed it a lot, actually. I thought it was really compelling. And I didn't even get to really meet the two characters I wanted to meet. So, I'd say that's a pretty good start. Again, as for sub or dub, when we do get around to it, I don't know. I probably should try the next episode and sub, but I also really enjoyed that dub actually a lot. The biggest issue with a dub in a show like this is I imagine there's a lot of fucking terms that would be like terms and names that are good to read in subtitles. And as far as I know, there will be subtitles for the rest of the stuff, so I could use that as kind of a balance between the two. And it's not like I haven't watched subtitles that don't fully match the fucking dialogue before. Literally just finished K-On! And they're a little off from there, so. But, it definitely might be a good show to have access, or to keep an eye on that, regardless, purely because, like, terms would probably be useful, because I have no idea what the fuck any of this means. I don't know. There's big robots. And Lysander's shittier brother doesn't like him. But he's got his own, I guess, which are better. Because they don't do that. Unless they do. I don't know. He looks like an asshole. He shoots people in the face. He doesn't, but he does tell other people to do it. He might also do it himself. I don't know. But he has no drip. Anyway. That's actually the one thing you can say about him is he's quite clean. Anyway, point is, we're going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please give it some love and support. It's definitely a good way to help me know that you guys want to see more of it. Is like, this is fucking great. Let's watch more of it. So, you know, I don't know. Fucking. I enjoyed it though. I'm regardless of whether or not we jump into it here or later, I would like to check it out. I'm glad I did take the time to hop in with the prologue because it looks interesting. And again, it looks interesting before we did the thing that I cared about going into it, which is the two beans. It's a good start. Good start. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you so much for watching. Toos, doos, lemons, everybody. Bye-bye. And I will see you next time in whatever the hell that happens to be. Vote with your wallet. Don't actually. Don't give me money to vote. That's not how this works. You can't bribe me. Well, my computer is really bad. I do need to get it replaced. Anyway, later. I have to fucking leave. Goodbye. I'm out. Peace. Sorry again, there was no subtitles for the video. Hopefully that doesn't ruin things for you guys. Hopefully you can follow along with just kind of the image down below. Yeah, I don't know why there wasn't. Damn you, Crunchyroll.